All right, Steve, thanks. When you take a job, it's not unusual to have a performance review, right? So your bosses can keep an eye on how you're doing. Well, in a story we're watching today, the employee is an elected official, State Attorney General Eric Schneiderman. And the boss here is Governor Andrew Cuomo. Now, multiple outlets are reporting the governor's legal department has distributed a 5-page questionnaire, a survey, if you will, to state agencies, asking them to evaluate the Attorney General's office. Here with more on what he's hearing, our political analyst, New York Post political columnist Fred Dicker. Fred, let's have it.
Well, this is pretty unprecedented, but it comes in the context of a governor fighting with a lot of people, including the Attorney General. I mean, on its face, Cody, anybody who knows how the government functions down behind me at the Capitol knows this is silly. Every day the governor's counsel, and he's got about 16 lawyers in his office, 10 to 16, deal with the Attorney General's office and the state agencies because the Attorney General, Eric Schneiderman, is the state's lawyer. He represents agencies all the time in the courts. So they know how well the Attorney General is doing or not doing. They hear about it every day. Now, for a story to come out saying the governor is, through his counsel, Alfonso David, is surveying the agency sends a whole different message. This is about another Cuomo attack on Schneiderman, and he's attacked him before. Maybe the governor's concerned that Schneiderman has been thinking about running for governor in 3.5 years. Maybe the governor's concerned about his poor polling numbers. Schneiderman now is polling better than the governor. Or maybe it's payback for something that he doesn't like Schneiderman doing, say, running around the state with his proposals to reform government ethics at a time when the governor can't get anything through the legislature. Bottom line is, this is not what it appears to be. It's another installment in the ongoing battle between two big Democrats, the Attorney General and the governor of the state of New York.
Right. Well, they've never really been big fans of one another. Has it ever gone this far?
Yeah, well, the governor's been quoted as saying he thinks Eric Schneiderman uses eye makeup. How about that one? And there have been some other nasty comments back and forth. So it has gone this far. This is one, though, that's peculiar. Next thing we know, the governor is going to be polling state agencies about the state comptroller, Tom DiNapoli. What do they think of his audits, for instance? I mean, it is a silly kind of thing. As I started out saying, Cody, anybody who knows how the government works knows this kind of survey is unnecessary.
As someone who has to wear makeup every day, I'll leave that comment alone. But could this be a way to tarnish a competitor in the race for governor?
Well, absolutely. Among other things, it could be setting the stage for the governor proposing a budget next year, which is going to cut Schneiderman's budget, claiming that Schneiderman's not doing the kind of job he should do. Keep in mind, of course, that the Attorney General before Eric Schneiderman was Andrew Cuomo. You'd think Cuomo would pick up the phone if he has a problem and speak to his fellow Democrat. I mean, that's what normal people would expect. These two don't like each other big time. All
right, we'll leave it at that for now. Fred, thanks so much. Okay. Don't forget, you can hear Fred's radio program live from the state capitol every weekday morning from 10 to 11 on Talk 1300 AM.
In court just a few hours ago.